Hello coloring friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today I thought I would go over some of my mythographic books with you all and share my completed pages. So there's a little bit of a story with me and the mythographic series. Now, I know they've been out for a number of years, but quite honestly, I did not really get into them until just, I think a couple years ago when they started releasing the books without the hidden objects. So before, I was always kind of turned off by those weird hidden objects. I really didn't see the point, and it seemed to distract from the image. So that's why I never really bought them until probably, like I said, just a couple years ago. But once they removed those hidden objects, I was all about them, as you can see here. So all of these books are pretty much the newer releases from the last couple of years. And yeah, I am just in love with this book series. Now, I don't have a specific artist that I prefer over the others. I know a lot of people really like the Joseph Kattenbang books, but I also like the Fabiana Attanasio books as well. And then they recently, let's see, there's a new one here, the by Veronica Kolinska, I think is how you pronounce her name. So they've been coming out with books by different artists, and I think that that's refreshing as well. I love to see different artists and see what they can bring to the mythographic series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear off my desk, and then we'll just go through the books that I currently have, and I'll show you what I've finished in them. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about each page because I kind of already did that in my completed video for that particular month. So I'll just maybe touch on a few media that I use for that page and then kind of move on. All right, so let me clear off my desk here and we'll get started. All right, and so the first book that I'm going to go through is the Crystal Kingdom. Now, none of these are in any particular order. I just gathered them up together and put them on in a pile on my desk. So we'll just kind of go from there. So this one is Crystal Kingdom by Veronica Kolinska. And I just also to let you guys know, I do have a lot of pages marked in these books because they were like pages that I wanted to get to right away when I first got the book, and I just left them marked so that I knew that those were some of my favorite pages out of each book. So let's see what I have finished in this one. I know that, yeah, here I was testing out some different pencils to see what I liked in these books. Still really liking Prisma, and then I think my Polly's and Pablo's came up next. Also, the Brute Fooner Squares did well too. Anyway, those were my top, side note there, those were my top pencils for these books. So let me see. Maybe I don't even have one. No, I do. I do have, I guess I only have one in this book. So a lot of this too is a reminder that, hey, I need to get back to these books and do some of these unfinished pages. Anyway, so the first and only page that I have apparently out of Crystal Kingdom is this jellyfish page here. Now, I really like how this page turned out. I remember, so I did it early in the year in February, and I remember I tried to make a video of this page, but the camera wasn't running, or I ran out of memory, or something happened, and I didn't end up getting all of the footage for it. So yeah, I didn't end up making a video for it, which is kind of too bad because I know a lot of people really like this page. But, you know, it did turn out really nice. I remember that I did use Ohuhu alcohol marker base and my polychromos for this one. And those little kind of effects in the background, that is just with a kind of a metallic watercolor. Yeah, so maybe you can see kind of the shine on that one. All right, so the next book is Fairy Wonderland. So this one is by Fabiana Attanasio. And let's see, I just have one more picked that I want to do out of this book, but I know that I did, let's see, what do I have? I have two. I have two completed pages out of this book. This one here was done back in March, and this was a buddy color with Erica over at Elm Colors. And I, you know, loved how she did her page. So this is in the March completed pages video. And I remember I used Derwent Inktense for quite a bit of this page, and my Prismacolors, and of course a lot of the white Posca there. And I believe, yeah, and I used Wink of Stella in the fairy wings there. You can kind of see that like sheer shimmer on the fairy wings. So hopefully the camera's picking that up. Oh, also, I just saw on the crystals themselves too. So yeah, pretty happy with how that turned out as well. Now, the next page that I had done was this one here, and I did this one back in January. And this one, I believe, was done with Brute Fluner squares. And it turned out really nicely too, but they aren't my favorite pencil to use on this paper, but they did fine. And I don't know. No, I did not base this one. Nope, I didn't base it with any alcohol markers or any markers at all. It was just straight pencil. All right, so that is Fairy Wonderland. The next book I have is Aviary by Joseph Kattenbang. And so my first completed page is this one here. And this was colored back in March of 2023. And I love how this page turned out. There is a video for this page up on my channel. If you look under Mythographic Aviary playlist, that's where that will be. Yeah, so as a matter of fact, I think most of these are all videos up on my channel. You have to just look on my playlists under the name of the book, and then you will find it. So yeah, this one I used Neocolor 2s for the background, and now I can't remember if it was Prismas or Polys on this page. Either way, they both work great for this paper, and I love the color palette that I used here. So yeah, this one turned out really nice. This is kind of an abandoned page. I was trying some different mediums. What did I use? Oh, I was using Tombows for the clouds, and I did a Tombow, you know, the Tombow markers for a base for the totem pole, but then I just never came back to it. Hopefully someday I will come back to it, but you know, it's kind of one of those forgotten whips. So let's see. Oh, this is another one. Okay, so I missed that one. Okay. And so this is the next completed page I have out of this book. This one was done in March of this year, so there's definitely a video for that up on my channel as well. And this one, I believe I used Distress inks in the background. And yeah, I did base most of it or a lot of it with alcohol markers. And now on this one too, I can't remember if it was Polys or Prismas. I think it was Polys, but I'm not 100% on that. But I love the color combination here as well. The gold with the periwinkle blue and purples just looks really nice. Okay, and the next completed page is this one here. And this one I did back in 2023. I used Neocolor 2s for the background. And once again, I'm not sure if it was polys or prismas. I think it was polys on this one. The color combination is okay. If I had to do it again, I probably would do it different. But, you know, it looks nice. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the results of this page. All right, so that is it from Aviary. Now on to Magical Earth, and let me check if I have any completed pages out of here. Okay, so I just have one completed page out of Magical Earth, and it's this page here. The stag page, and I know I used Neocolor 2s for the background here, and I'm pretty sure it was Prismas. Lots of Tule Art pen here for the grass and in the stones for some accents there, and in the center of the flowers as well for that. All right, I do have quite a few pages marked here that I want to get to. Oh, this was one that I wanted. I really love the girl with the dog looking at the night sky. This is definitely one I want to get to, but oh my goodness, oh yeah, and this one too with the owl and the kind of the portal that she's about to walk into. That one looks amazing. Yeah, so a lot of these I probably won't get to until after the holidays, just because right now I'm such a seasonal colorist that it's hard for me to color anything outside of the season. So, okay, the next book I have is Shangri-La, and I am almost 100% sure that I haven't colored a single page out of this book. Nope, not yet. But it was one that I purchased before I even saw it. I pre-ordered it, and I do like it. I just haven't gotten around to color anything in it. Oh, this one I thought was really interesting. This girl and the raven in the jar, I kind of thought that was cool. And then kind of thought I would do like a cosmic background of like space type background. But yeah, I haven't gotten around to that one yet. So I do have quite a few marked out of this book to color in. But yeah, haven't gotten around to it yet. So, but I will get to those for sure. The next one, oh, this is one of the newer ones that just came out, Mythical Beast. And no, I have not colored in this one yet either. So this one, oh yeah, it kind of had some kind of unusual images in it. I was kind of, This was another one that I pre-ordered before I saw the reviews on it. And I think really there was only maybe 5 to 10 images in here that I thought I would actually do. This was one of them right here. I thought that was really pretty with the fairy lady and the butterflies all around her. This might be a good one for spring. So yeah, there were some kind of odd images in here, but I wasn't going to return it because at the same time, like here's a really cool one too with the scarab. There were some that I thought, no, I will color those. So yeah, none yet out of Mythical Beasts. The next one that I have is Cosmic Spirit. Now I have done a few out of here, or at least 2, and a whip. So let's see here. This one, I started on the background. Now with this, yeah, it's not marker. What I did was I tried to do a blue acrylic background. I didn't like it. Then I decided I just wanted to go overall with black. So I went over it with my black Posca, and then I will go over it again with my black Prisma pencil, because I don't know if you can see, but see how there's the lines from the Posca pen in there. If you go back over it with a black pencil, it will erase those lines and make it look all nice and smooth. Just a little tip there. Yeah, I hadn't decided exactly what I wanted to do with this one. I kind of lost my mojo on it after that. So I will be coming back to that one eventually. But let's see. Okay, I do have this page here, which I colored in March of this year. And there is a video for this page as well up on my channel. And there is some glitter spray all over the page, and then I also used a clear acrylic glitter in some of these larger bubbles here. And pretty much the whole page was, most of the page was done with my, not distress inks, my Derwent Inktense and some Prismacolor pencils. Was it Prisma? No, maybe it was Polly's. Well, anyway, pencil, and I did go over these blue flames with a Coliro watercolor that was kind of an iridescent watercolor. So that kind of looks really nice. I like that. I never know exactly what to do with, you know, these kind of smoke things or whatever they are that are oftentimes in these mythographic books. But I think going in with your pencil, doing some shading with the pencil, and then going over the top with an iridescent watercolor or metallic watercolor looks really nice. All right, was there any other pages out of here? Okay, I had this one here, the Wheel of Fortune. And this one too, yes, is a video up on my channel. I used Prismas. The background is Derwent Inktense, and that iridescent watercolor for the little smoke things again. So yeah, a little bit of glitter, probably the Sparkle Pop gel pen in the words here. And yeah, this one looks really nice. I'm very happy with how that one turned out as well. And, oh yes, and then this one was in my most recent completed pages video, because I just did this one back in September. And like I said there in that video, I kind of threw everything but the kitchen sink at this page. I used all kinds of mediums, from watercolors, Inktense, Prismacolor pencils, Ohuhu alcohol markers as a base. You can see here I did pretty much all of the lion and the structure here based with blue alcohol marker. And I also used watercolor pencils in the flowers and the clouds there too. So yeah, this is probably one of my most favorite mythographic pages that I've colored so far. It just ended up turning out absolutely gorgeous. I love it. All right, and I think that is it for Cosmic Spirit. So we'll move on to the next book. The next book I have is Wild Summer by Joseph Kattenbang. And I don't have too many pages done in here. I think just that one, no, two. I have 2 pages done in this book. All right, this is the first one that I colored back in May. And I remember I tried something different for the background on this one. I used a watercolor marker, and there is a video on this page if you're interested on my channel, so you can see what I did exactly. But I used a watercolor marker on a palette and then used my water brush pen from taking the pigment from the palette and then onto the page that way. And that worked really nice to give it this really loose watercolor look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that technique. But I used all Arteza markers. They were the watercolor markers for this page. I think they're called Arteza brush pens or something like that. So yeah, I used all Arteza markers for this page, and I love how it turned out. Lots of white gel pen. I think I ended up using my Uniball, my white Uniball for most of the work here because I wanted it to be really thin and precise. And sometimes I can't get that with my Posca pen. So, all right, so that's it for, oh no, I almost forgot. I almost forgot this one. So this one I did recently back in August, and I used one Neo color too for the background. And let's see, did I base this one? Yes, I based it with alcohol markers and went over the top with my Prismacolor pencils. And I love how this one turned out. It's so vibrant and colorful, but yet not overwhelming with too much different colors. So I kind of just stuck to a color palette of red, blue, orange, and green and just went with that. And it turned out really nice. I love it. All right, and that is it for Wild Summer. And my last book that I have out of the Mythographic series is Magic Apothecary. And now this one just recently came out by a new artist, Shelley Carroll. And I absolutely love this book. Now I know it's not for everyone, but I happen to love this kind of genre, if you will. I just love magical things, and I love coloring magical things and potions and all of that. So it was kind of up my alley. And I do have one page in here that I am currently working on making a video for. I'll just give you a quick sneak peek. Here we go. And the video should be on my channel here in a few days. I'm working on finishing it right now. So yeah, I still have to finish it and then edit the video, and that does take some time. So yeah, so that is it. I've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of the Mythographic books. So, and if you happen to have one of these books and you'd like to see a page colored or specific page colored, just put it down in the comments and let me know, and I can put it on my to-do list and hopefully make a color along video out of it. So yeah, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the video, maybe got some inspiration for some pages. Also, you know, please look at those playlists that I have if there's a specific book that you want to see some color alongs from. Maybe I've already got a video for a page that you might be interested in those playlists. And so that'll do it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, friends. Bye now.